Welcome back to our Computer Basics series. Today is day 14 and we're diving into a fundamental concept, programming languages. In our previous lessons, we explored what software is and the different types it comes in. Now let's take the next step and discover how we actually communicate with computers to make them do what we want. Whether you're curious about how apps are made or how websites come to life, understanding programming languages is the key. So let's get started and unravel the basics together. Programming language is simply a way for us to communicate with computers. Just like we use English or any other language to talk to each other, programming languages allow us to give instructions to a computer. These instructions are called programs and they tell the computer exactly what to do. Without programming languages, computers would not understand our commands, and we wouldn't be able to create any software or application. They are the bridge between human ideas and computer actions. Programming languages are the foundation of all modern technology. They help us create software and apps, develop websites, build games, and even control machines and systems. Imagine your favorite game, a useful app, or a smart device at home. All of these rely on programming languages. Without them, none of these innovations would exist. That's why learning about programming languages is so important in today's digital world. Think about how often you use technology in your daily life. From sending messages on your phone to browsing the internet or playing a video game, programming languages are working behind the scenes. They make it possible for devices to follow your commands and perform complex tasks. This invisible power shapes our modern world and makes our lives easier and more connected. Programming languages come in different types, each with its own purpose and level of complexity. The two main categories are low-level and high-level languages. Understanding these types helps us see how computers process instructions and how programmers choose the right language for the job. Let's break down what makes each type unique and why both are important in the world of computing. Low-level languages are very close to the machine's own language. They use instructions that the computer's hardware can understand directly. This makes them extremely fast and efficient, but also much harder for humans to read and write. Programmers need to pay attention to every detail, which can be challenging. These languages are often used for tasks that require speed and direct control over the computer's operation. High-level languages are designed to be easy for humans to read and write. They use words and symbols that are closer to our everyday language, making programming more accessible. With high-level languages, programmers can focus on solving problems rather than worrying about the tiny details of how the computer works. These languages are widely used for creating software, websites, and games. Popular high-level programming languages include Python, Java, and C++. Each of these languages has its own strengths and is used for different purposes. For example, Python is known for its simplicity and is great for beginners, while Java is widely used in enterprise applications. C++ is powerful for building games and complex systems. These languages make it easier for people to learn programming and create amazing things. Think of programming languages like different human languages. Just as we use English, Hindi, or any other language to communicate with each other, computers need their own languages to understand our instructions. This comparison helps us see that learning a programming language is like learning a new way to express ideas, but this time to a computer. When you write a program, you're giving the computer a set of instructions in a language it understands. The computer then follows these instructions step by step to complete a task. This process is similar to following a recipe in cooking. Each step must be clear and precise for the final result to be correct. You might wonder why we can't just talk to computers in plain English. Computers are very literal and need instructions in a specific format. Human languages are full of nuances and can be interpreted in many ways, but computers require clear, unambiguous commands. That's why programming languages are so important. They remove confusion and make sure the computer does exactly what we want. Every programming language has its own rules called syntax. Syntax tells us how to write instructions so the computer can understand them. If you make a mistake in the syntax, the computer won't know what to do, just like a sentence with missing words can be confusing to a person. Learning the syntax is a key part of mastering any programming language. All the software we use, from word processors to video games, is created using programming languages. Programmers write code to build these applications, making our devices useful and fun. Without programming languages, there would be no way to create the digital tools we rely on every day. Websites are built using programming languages too. HTML, CSS, and JavaScript are some of the most common languages used to create and style web pages. These languages work together to make websites interactive, attractive, and functional. Every time you visit a website, programming languages are at work behind the scenes. Games are another exciting area where programming languages play a big role. Developers use languages like C++ and Python to create the logic, graphics, and interactions in games. Every action, sound, and visual effect is controlled by code. This makes programming an essential skill for anyone interested in making games. Programming languages are not just for apps and games, they also control machines and systems. From washing machines to traffic lights and even robots, code tells these devices how to operate. This shows how programming languages impact our daily lives in ways we might not even notice. One example of a low-level language is assembly. It's very close to the computer's hardware and is used for tasks that need speed and efficiency. Assembly language is powerful but requires a deep understanding of how computers work. It's mostly used by experts for specialized applications. Python is a high-level language that's popular for its simplicity and readability. It's often recommended for beginners because it's easy to learn and use. Python is used in web development, data analysis, artificial intelligence, and more. Its versatility makes it a favorite among programmers. Java is another high-level language widely used in building enterprise applications and Android apps. Its strong structure and reliability make it a top choice for large projects. Java's syntax is a bit more complex than Python, but it offers great performance and security. C++ is a powerful high-level language known for its speed and flexibility. It's often used in game development, system software, and applications that require high performance. While it's more challenging to learn, mastering C++ opens up many possibilities for advanced programming. Different projects require different programming languages. For example, web development often uses JavaScript while data science relies on Python. The choice depends on the task, the platform, and the programmer's goals. Learning more than one language can help you tackle a wider range of problems. Programming languages have evolved over time. Early computers used very basic languages, but as technology advanced, new languages were created to make programming easier and more powerful. Today, there are hundreds of languages, each designed for specific needs and industries. Learning a programming language is like learning any new skill. It takes practice, patience, and curiosity. Start with a language that matches your interests and goals. There are many resources available online, including tutorials, courses, and communities to help you along the way. Programming isn't just for adults, kids can learn it too. There are special languages and tools designed to make programming fun and easy for young learners. Starting early helps develop problem-solving skills and creativity, preparing kids for a tech-driven future. At its core, programming is about solving problems. You break down a big problem into smaller steps and write code to solve each part. This logical thinking is valuable not just in technology but in everyday life as well. Programming isn't just about logic, it's also creative. You can build games, design websites, or invent new tools. The only limit is your imagination. Programming languages give you the power to turn your ideas into reality. From smartphones to smart TVs, programming languages are inside almost every device we use. They make our gadgets smart, responsive, and able to connect with each other. This shows just how important programming is in our daily lives. Automation is another area where programming languages shine. They allow us to create systems that work automatically, saving time and effort. From scheduling emails to running factories, automation relies on code to keep things running smoothly. Data is everywhere, and programming languages help us collect, analyze, and use it. Whether it's tracking your fitness, managing finances, or studying trends, code makes sense of the numbers and turns them into useful information. Security is a major concern in the digital world. Programming languages are used to build secure systems that protect our information. From passwords to encryption, code helps keep our data safe from threats. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is powered by programming languages. AI systems can learn, adapt, and make decisions thanks to complex code. This technology is changing industries from healthcare to entertainment, and programming is at the heart of it all. The internet itself runs on programming languages. Every website, app, and online service is built with code. Programming languages make it possible for us to connect, share, and access information from anywhere in the world. Cloud computing allows us to store and access data over the internet. Programming languages are used to build and manage these cloud systems, making it easier for people and businesses to work and collaborate online. Mobile apps are a big part of our lives, and they're all created with programming languages. Whether it's a game, a productivity tool, or a social media app, code brings these applications to life and keeps them running smoothly. Robots are programmed using special languages that allow them to move, sense, and interact with the world. From industrial robots in factories to robots that help in hospitals, programming languages give them the instructions they need to perform their tasks. Science relies on programming languages to analyze data, run simulations, and make discoveries. Scientists use code to model weather, study space, and even research new medicines. Programming opens up new possibilities for exploration and innovation. Businesses use programming languages to manage operations, analyze sales, and improve customer service. From small startups to large corporations, code helps companies stay competitive and efficient in a fast-paced world. Education is changing thanks to programming languages. Online learning platforms, educational games, and interactive lessons are all built with code. Programming makes learning more engaging and accessible for students everywhere. Entertainment, from music streaming to movies and TV shows, relies on programming languages. Code helps deliver content, personalize recommendations, and create immersive experiences for audiences around the world. Social media platforms are powered by programming languages. They connect people, share information, and enable communication across the globe. Code makes it possible to build networks that bring us closer together. Healthcare systems use programming languages to manage patient records, analyze medical data, and support doctors in diagnosing and treating illnesses. Code helps improve the quality and efficiency of healthcare services. Transportation systems, from cars to airplanes, use programming languages to operate safely and efficiently. Code controls navigation, safety features, and even self-driving technology, making travel smarter and more reliable. Finance relies on programming languages for online banking, stock trading, and managing accounts. Code ensures transactions are secure, fast, and accurate, helping people and businesses manage money with confidence. Communication tools like email, messaging apps, and video calls are all built with programming languages. Code enables us to stay connected with friends, family, and colleagues, no matter where we are in the world. Today, we explored what programming languages are and why they're so important. We learned about low-level and high-level languages, their uses, and how they shape our digital world. In our next lesson, we'll discover what the internet is and how it works. Stay curious and keep learning. Your journey into the world of computers is just beginning.